This is your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Monday, November 19. So glad you can join us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Individuals involved in domestic disputes could soon have a new home in the form of a hybrid court specifically set up to address their cases. Prime Minister Mia Mottley has indicated that come next financial year, which begins on April 1, 2019, her administration would be putting forward plans for a hybrid family law court to be established. Addressing the opening of the Transformational Leadership for Gender Equality in the Caribbean, Regional Strategies and Partnership Forum at the Radisson Resort today, Mottley pointed out that there was still too much discrimination in Barbados when it came to issues involving women. In fact, drawing a comparison between how single women and married women who go before the law courts were treated, Mottley said the time had come for some tough decisions to be taken and the choice would be made through Parliament.
Choice will determine whether this government that I lead will spend money to create a single hybrid family law court that precludes the discrimination that exists now, where mothers of single mothers of children must go and stand up outside in a magistrate's court and wait their turn to be called in as if you were taking an audit of stock that was not human, to be able to determine whether you will have access to funds or not. But that if you are married, you go and sit down in the air conditioner of the High Court and wait for a judge to talk to you in the privacy of chambers. It cannot be right, as we move to enter the third decade of the 21st century, that we perpetuate that kind of discrimination in our system. And when I say, therefore, that government is about choice, it is the choice that we will make to put on the front burner in the next financial year the establishment of a hybrid family law court that does not in any way perpetuate the worst aspects of our colonial system.
A 63-year-old female murder accused was remanded to Her Majesty's Prisons Dodds today. Ciberton Marcel Miller of number 92 Fifth Avenue, Rowan Spark North, St. George, is charged with murdering her husband, Cecil Miller, a former chairman of the Barbados Tourism Product Authority. She allegedly committed the capital offense between September 17 and 18. The accused was not required to plead to the indictable offense when she appeared before Chief Magistrate Christopher Birch in the District C St. Matthias Magistrates Court today with her attorneys Andrew Pilgrim QC and Naomi Linton. She will make her next appearance in the District B Magistrates Court on December 3. Opposition leader Bishop Joseph Atherley chastises Prime Minister Mia Mottley, who yesterday suggested that ongoing layoffs in the public sector was sabotage. In a strong statement, Atherley said governments can't take credit when things go right and shift the blame when they get it wrong, as he challenged the Mottley administration to identify and deal with the saboteurs. Describing the layoffs as a terrible thing, the opposition leader lamented that too many people were being unfairly treated in the layoff exercise and government must stop playing with people's lives. Atherley urged Prime Minister Mottley to ensure that there is a proper mechanism in place to manage the painful process, warning there could be neither negligence nor callous indifference in the management of the process. The retrenchment program is not sitting well with the Barbados Workers Union. General Secretary Tony Moore says the union is concerned about job security going forward. Following talks with Transport Board workers last evening at Solidarity House, Moore told reporters while attention was being paid to cutting the wages and salaries bill, not enough was being paid to providing security for workers.
The union has been very concerned, and our responses have, to a very large extent, our responses have been built around trying to address those concerns and looking for final positions that even where we have to accept that people will go. The alternatives that present themselves do not present a future for the labor market in Barbados, where people will have work, but where people may not have decent work. That is what we are trying to see.
Meanwhile, the BWU has distanced itself from the voluntary separation package being offered to the Transport Board workers. Union officials said the workers received a memo last Friday saying the BWU had agreed to the proposed packages, and workers interested in voluntary separation or early retirement must state their intentions by Friday. President of the BWU Transport Division, Frederick Lovell, told Barbados Today the union never entered into any agreement with the Transport Board.
Persons are left in a quandary as to how they should approach these situations and circumstances. Up to this evening, before the meeting started, some person would have come to me and asked my opinion. And I would have told them, do not go ahead to sign off on anything until we and the Secretariat have conversation with the Transport Board Management to bring clarity to what this memo is really speaking to, because obviously we cannot afford to allow persons to just sign off on something.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news, in Jamaica, there was chaos today in the corporate area as taxi operators went on strike. They are protesting against amendments to the road traffic bill. We get more in this report from Television Jamaica.
Taxi operators in Papine and halfway through in St. Andrew Monday morning. Vehicles parked, leaving commuters to ponder how to reach their destinations. They stopped working in protest to several issues with the amended road traffic bill. True to his word, JATU President Louis Barton said the association discussed the issue on the weekend.
At a meeting yesterday, a number of operators said that they will not accept the new road traffic law, where owners are responsible for the ticket of the drivers, right? It makes no sense.
The amendment was passed in the House of Representatives last week, Tuesday. It was presented as a modern method for accountability and to reduce indiscipline on the nation's roads. However, Mr. Barton believes that amendment is simply a reflection of laziness on the part of lawmakers.
On the international front, almost 4,000 people have been evacuated from the slopes of the Fuego volcano in Guatemala. It comes 5 months after almost 200 people were buried by volcanic ash and mud during a violent eruption in June. That eruption, generated by pyroclastic flows, fast-moving mixtures of very hot gas and volcanic matter, which descended down the slopes, engulfing nearby communities. Experts say lava is rising 500 meters above the volcano's crater. Fuego is one of Latin America's most active volcanoes. And that's news. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as a Mix 96.9 FM. There you can hear all the very latest. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.